Hey folks, it's Cody with Home to Homestead, and a few weeks ago, I harvested this big fella. So now I'm gonna show you a really cool recipe on how to take an animal you take from the woods to your plate. It's important to remember that as homesteaders, our food just doesn't start on the farm. Sometimes it starts in the woods. And it's up to us to be sure we use every part of the animal that we harvest responsibly and ethically. So, without further ado, let's get started. So we've got our rack of ribs and our little bit of back strap sitting here drying. So while we're doing that, we're gonna go ahead and knock out our seasoning. You're gonna love it. It's super simple with ingredients more than likely you just have around the house. And the best part, it's tasty. It's a super simple seasoning recipe. 1 tablespoon salt, ½ tablespoon of cayenne pepper, 1 tablespoon black pepper, 1 tablespoon onion powder, 1 tablespoon of cinnamon, 1 tablespoon of smoked paprika, 1 tablespoon garlic powder, 2 liberal tablespoons of brown sugar. Next, we're just going to combine all the ingredients. Really simple. And just like that, we're all done. All right, now that we've completed our seasoning rub, and we've got our ribs here, and they're nice and dry, and they've come to a nice room temperature, we're gonna brush them with avocado oil on both sides and get them ready to apply our seasoning. So let's do that. Using our little silicone brush here, and we're just gonna spread that avocado oil all over. Get it nice and covered there. Get it ready for that seasoning. Beautiful, look at that. Oh, can't wait. Okay, now we got our ribs covered with the olive oil. We're gonna go ahead and put that seasoning on there. Man, I'm so excited. I tell you, I love pork ribs as it is, but when you couple in the fact that like I harvested this wild boar just a couple days ago, and this is a pig that's never been in a cage, no hormones, no growth additives or anything like that, I'm super excited about this. Let's go ahead and get it covered with that rub. We are gonna apply a very generous amount here of this rub, get it all in there, making sure we're all nice and covered. I would like these ribs to have a really thick seasoning layer on them. Makes me super excited here. So let's go ahead and get one more little dab here. Look at that, dab it up. Man, I always get so excited when I'm cooking because I know it's gonna taste good and I get really happy. And I don't know about you, but cooking just brings me a lot of joy, especially when it's such a unique item like this. You know, the wild boar ribs, man. I mean, just such a cool thing, man. Like, I love that I was able to do this and have this opportunity. And, you know, we're just using every part of the animal here. And the pig is such a versatile animal when it comes to the kitchen. There's so many parts that can be used. And we're going to take full advantage of that. Look at there. There we go. Nice. Look at that. Hey guys, if you've made it this far in the video, I would really appreciate if you would consider liking and subscribing. We have a ton of amazing content that you may not see if you aren't subscribed, and we're trying to get this viewer count up because most of the people who watch our videos just aren't subscribed. We really appreciate it. But anyways, back to the video. All right, now that our ribs have got a nice thick rub on them, we're gonna go ahead and preheat our oven. So we're gonna be going for a low and slow type cooking here. We're gonna be going for 300 degrees Fahrenheit, and I think that's about 150, 148 degrees Celsius for my European viewers. But we're going for a low and slow thing. So this is going to be about a 2 to 2.5 hour cook. So let's get that oven preheated so we can get started. We're hitting our bake. We're going to drop her down to 300 and start that bad boy up. All right, so while our oven's preheating, all you need now is a baking dish and some aluminum foil. We're going to put our ribs into the baking dish and cover that so that way when it's cooking in the oven, all that flavor, all those juices are sealed in nice and tight. All right, so now that our oven is preheated to 300 degrees Fahrenheit or 148 degrees Celsius, I checked, I was right. We're gonna get it into the oven for 2.5 hours. I'm gonna set it at 2.5 hours because that's like the max time. but I'm gonna be checking around the 2-hour mark to see what the tenderness is like. But if we need to stop earlier, we always have that option. All right, so now that our ribs are in the oven, we're gonna cut back in about 2 hours and we'll give them a check and see what's going on. Okay, I got our ribs out of the oven. I loosened the aluminum foil. Let's take a look, see what's going on. Woo, look at there. All right, let me test the tenderness real quick. I'm going to recover these and let them sit and rest, and that's gonna help a lot of the juices to reabsorb, and they'll be nice and good to go, and we'll come back in a minute. All right, check this out. Just falling off the bone. So nice, so simple. And now the most important part. I love ribs. That is good. You want to talk about tender with a little bit of kick, with that sweetness of that brown sugar and that cinnamon, right there. Look, folks, I'm gonna get out of here and go eat because now my mouth's watering and I'm hungry. But look, I hope this video has helped you out. This is why we harvest animals in an ethical and humane manner off of the homestead. Hunting is a fundamental part of being a homesteader, and providing delicious meat like this is the exact reason why we do it and why we go hunting and why we go get these animals outside of what we grow here on the farm. But anyways, guys, this has been Cody with Home to Homestead. If this video has helped you out, please drop that like and subscribe. It will help the channel more than you know. But anyways, out here.